Welcome back to the bench and the bleachers. As always, I'm your host, Keenan Tregaskis, joined by my co-host, Alex Tanaka. It's another episode, 1st of September. This is the final stretch of the
Today's
MLB
the 4th of
season.
September, Keenan.
I meant the first episode of
I
September.
know, I just
Okay.
thought that was a good joke, actually.
What a start. We're going to start off with this story. If you've been paying attention to the MLB, you probably saw it. Framber Valdez, first game against the New York Yankees, appeared to intentionally cross up his catcher and hit him with a pitch. He apologized after the game, claiming it wasn't intentional, but it looked a little suspicious.
No, it looked like he did it on purpose. It wasn't, look, allegedly he did this on purpose. He was speaking through a translator, so things can get lost in translation. But that's just not something you expect to see happen in a September baseball game.
It's very not like the Houston Astros, too.
No, the Astros are normally, and this is going to sound very weird,
They're
a model of professionalism. Okay, they've cleaned up. I know. I hate myself for saying it too, but there's never really any internal organizational drama going out of Houston, right? They normally are pretty good at keeping a lid on things. So I don't know what Sanchez and Valdez need to get figured out, but there clearly needs to be a conversation before it reaches a point where you're trying to hurt your catcher, because that's kind of what it is. When you're telling the guy, look, I'm going to throw this baseball very hard in one spot, and you intentionally throw it with opposite break in a different spot, that compromises vulnerable areas. What if he fractures his wrist? What if he fractures his arm? What if it hits him in the ribs? A million different things can happen, but above all else, it's an extremely unprofessional and petty thing to do that you expect from, Tom on junior varsity, not something from Framber Valdez, who's a very good major league pitcher.
Yeah, I can't recall any other time in his career where there's been any controversy around
I don't think about Framber Valdez. He just shows up and does his job, kind of. He's pretty boring.
He's just been there, like, consistent, solid, gives you a good outing, doesn't complain, and now he's just doing this, which is very odd. That's if it weren't for the situation and it very clearly looking intentional, I'd probably go, there's nothing here.
Well, there is some context as to why Framber Valdez may have been upset.
Yes, there is.
Because he was told, I believe Sanchez told him to step off the mound.
Yeah.
Bases loaded, and then he re-engages. The next pitch, he gives up a grand slam. So he's pissed off, and then that next batter, bam, he hits Sanchez. Now, you can voice your displeasure with your catcher, but you don't do it that way. So what we're saying is he may have a legitimate gripe, but he's going about handling it in the complete wrong way. That's like when a cop gives you a bullshit ticket, and then you and then you rush at him.
You're like, reach for his gun.
Hey?
You reach for his gun.
Yeah, no, it's like, look, you may be in the right, but you're very quickly going into the wrong.
Yeah. You took it too far.
If Framber Valdez, if he just, pulled him aside in the dugout after the inning and said, look, man, that's not how I operate. Like, you just got to let me trust me. Don't ever tell me fucking with your hands, back off. I don't like that. It makes me feel weak or whatever. It's unprofessional. That's all well and good. You don't throw at the guy. He's not a hitter. You can't throw it. Can't throw at people you don't like, okay?
Yeah.
You just can't do that. And I don't know if this is bad vibes, if maybe they're frustrated they haven't been able to really pull away in the AL West. I don't think really that Seattle's going to close them down with the way that they're playing. But there's not really, they haven't really taken control, so maybe that's some of that frustration boiling over. I don't know, just a really weird situation, but how would you handle that, Keenan? If you're Christopher Sanchez, what are you saying to Framber Valdez? Do you think he, slept with his wife or something?
Am I approaching him after he hit me?
Yeah, how does that conversation go if you're involved?
You go up to him, you're like, hey, what was that? That's not like you. You don't escalate it, but you.
No. I'm saying if you're Sanchez,
Yeah, no, I'm saying that. I'm saying as Sanchez, you approach him with, hey man, what was that? That's not like you.
That's not like yeah. I would disagree.
Okay.
I think you need to escalate this.
Throw a fist. Just go.
Whoa! I would never advocate for physical violence to come to anyone.
Okay.
I would just say, "Fuck's your problem, dude." This isn't something's clear. It's not like he made a mistake. He made a very intentional, calculated move. So I'm just saying, okay, look, this is how I provide money for myself. This is my job. This is my career, and you're trying to take that away from me. We have a serious fucking problem. And that's when you just walk in the dugout and you just rip him an asshole. You just rip into this guy. I think it was completely unprofessional. So if this was me, I would not have been as cordial as you would have. I wonder if there's something behind the scenes that has happened between Valdez and Sanchez that may have led to this rift, or do you think it was just a reactionary thing in the moment? I'm pissed off. I've given up a grand slam. Like fuck this, Or do
I
you think
think it
there's some other
was
stuff going on?
I think it was reactionary because like the Astros, outside of their cheating scandal, they're a very professional organization. They're very upfront with everyone and their fans about any internal conflict that is
The Cal
happening.
Tucker thing was weird, though. I didn't expect that. That was.
Yeah, that's why he's gone.
It's true. It's true. Great point, Keenan. Great point.
But they're very upfront about what's going on in the clubhouse. Like,
No, they're almost a bit too open sometimes.
yeah, they're like, hey man, these two people don't like each other. It's like we
And I'm
don't
like,
need to
oh,
know
I
that.
actually didn't know that. I'm not privy to all of the
Yeah,
Houston Astros
I thought that we were
dynamic.
just playing a game here.
Yeah.
That
Uh, very weird. But
yeah,
I don't see this being a story carrying over. Keenan has shoehorned Braves propaganda
I'm
into the
wearing the
second
hat.
line
I
item.
had to. I had to. It's September, and a Braves shortstop has hit a home run for the first time this year, and it was none other than Ha-Seong Kim, who they just signed off of waivers. First game, first home run by a Braves shortstop this year. That's got to be like the longest drought for any position, like any team's position
Yeah, all
in a
right.
year
Great
to not hit
story.
a home
Great
run.
story. In other news, Alex Bregman is off to yeah. No, that's just more sad. I like if that happened to the Jays, like there's a chance that could happen to the Jays at second base in the dark years when like Goins
Yeah,
was sitting there. I wouldn't have wanted to talk about that. I would have just been like finding
I just
something.
thought it was funny.
It
Like
is very fun. Hey, Keenan, laugh to avoid crying. Am I right?
laugh to avoid crying. Yeah, look, the season's over. I can laugh at this very awful offense that we've thrown out there. No good team has a shortstop this bad. That's why the Braves are awful.
Well, you say good team, but like the Braves are not a good team.
That's why.
They're
Yeah,
not
that's
even
why
an
I said.
average team. They're just a
No,
full-on
they
bad
are. I think they're still bottom five somehow.
Because well,
Look,
because but are you still in on the Brian Snitker is going to be forced into retirement, or do you think they're going to stick by him or fire him?
he's either retiring by choice or force this offseason.
What do you mean retiring by force? Do you mean they're going to say retire or you're fired?
Yeah,
But you say there's zero chance he manages a game for the Braves in the year of 2026.
that's my bold prediction right
If
now.
that happens, will you turn on the team and Anthopoulos?
I'm not turning on the team, but I will be disappointed. I will not
What are you
watch
gonna
for a
do?
little
What are you
while.
gonna do? Voice your displeasure. Stand on your words.
I probably just won't watch games for the year until he's
For the
gone.
year. For the
Not the
year.
year. Not the
Wow.
year.
Keenan will not watch a Braves game in 2026. You heard that here first.
He's not managing next year.
That sounds like such copium that you just made a terrible decision. But like, what if they fire him mid-season? Then you're gonna watch your team play again?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be watching from the sidelines. I just won't be.
You're just
turning
anti.
games
You're
on.
just anti Brian Snitker. So until Snitker's gone, you're gone.
Yeah, kinda.
Tough trade for the organization to make there.
Yeah, I'm very important. The one fan who lives nowhere near
You could have just said the
Atlanta.
one fan.
The one
You could have
fan.
just
Yeah,
said the one fan. No fans.
I'm there. Yeah.
Georgia football's
All
on.
right.
Keenan, they don't give a fuck.
No, they don't. They don't care. But that's life.
Alas. Alex Bregman's probably going to opt out. Good decision,
Yeah.
bad decision.
He's having a great year, but the Red Sox are also having a great year.
Yeah,
So
I don't know if he
I'm
thinks he's
kind of
gonna
leaning
win
to
a
bad
deal.
decision here.
I don't see where else he fits.
I
Like
really don't.
I'm trying to think of what other good because he's a very competitive person who would want to go to a competitive team. Ironically, I was gonna say Houston. Go back to Houston. Why not? Figure that out. Maybe move Parade again, do some shifting. But I don't really get it. I don't really get where he's gonna go. I'm trying to think. Unless maybe, do we see him reunite with AJ Hinch in Detroit? Would that
They
be?
tried for him. They did
I
try for
know.
him past offseason.
They made it. They've made a pass at him. That's why I'm thinking that's incredible. Old manager, you know, team on the rise. It's not just a fluke. They're clearly one of the best teams in the
See,
American League.
if that's his reason though, if it's team on a rise, he's not leaving Boston because they're very similar
But the thing is,
situations.
Boston had like I think he'd want to go to Detroit because he probably believes Detroit could win quicker than Boston, and Detroit really needs a player like Alex Bregman
They could definitely use a leader like Alex Bregman for the
because they don't really
offense.
have that
They don't
offensively
have a veteran hitter.
or defensively. He's still a great defense. Like
Yeah, they've
they
got.
just
I
don't have
think
a guy who's they don't have someone who's been the man or one of the guys on a winning team. They have
this is
the
who Javier
manager.
Baez was supposed to be, but
Yeah, weird
he
stint.
doesn't swing the bat properly to be that guy.
I just don't think he swings
But
the bat
that's
properly.
genuinely why they signed Javier Baez.
I
That's
just don't think Javier Baez swings the bat properly. Period, Keenan. I don't know what
Hey,
he
he was
thinks.
an all star this year. Let's.
But looking back, that might have been a mistake too. Okay, and I will say I contributed fully to the Javier Baez is fucking back propaganda.
I
That was
think we
my.
both did. I think it was a big segment on the
I
show for
think
like
I
the
said
first two
Baez is
months.
fucking back multiple times. I was like, this is so fun. This is so awesome. But no, like it's good when you have an experienced leader who's been around for a bit and he can be one of your best players.
Yeah, yeah. His OPS plus is back to being below 100.
Baez or Bregman?
Baez, it's
Oh
87.
yeah, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, not as bad as last year.
He's like doing a
Not
really good drug, and you think the high is gonna last forever, and then it wears off, and you're like, "Fuck, that was so stupid." That was
pitchers just remembered they did not need to put the ball in the zone to get him out.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened to Brandon Little with the Jays. So I'll touch on later, where batters realize we just
Yes.
need to swing the fucking bat. Like Javier,
Yeah.
I don't know why pitchers were throwing him strikes. Because if the ball's in the zone, he's very fast. He can hit it. Just put it where like instead of hit it where they ain't, throw it where it ain't.
Throw it in the other batter's box. There's countless of times he's swung at a curveball or a slider that's bounced in the other batter's box.
I don't want to lie. I'm pretty sure I've watched a 5-minute YouTube compilation of Baez swinging at just the wildest things, where it looks like a paraplegic threw it, and you're like,
It
hell
was never a strike to begin with, and this
no.
guy's
The pitchers are releasing it at Baez's knees.
swinging out of his shoes.
Yeah, the ball bounces higher than the release point. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, like how do you go back to the dugout after that? Like, hey, sorry guys, I
That's
thought I
him. He
stopped.
does it every fucking game. He just goes, man, fucking close one, hey boys, and then just
He
sits
needs
there.
the Jameis Winston LASIK eye surgery.
Jameis Winston, much better player than Javier Baez. Like Jameis Winston's never actually been that bad. He's just
He also has much more fun out there.
no professional athlete has more fun than Jameis Winston.
This guy, you could tell him he's a third string quarterback and he would be excited.
Javier Baez or Jameis Winston?
Jameis Winston.
I feel like Jameis Winston just wants to play. He just wants to play games, and like, I think he's great. I think he's legitimately like a top 40 quarterback in the NFL. I don't know why, but
If
I
you
don't
were
know.
tanking,
I don't know why
if
he
you
always no. If you tank, you don't want him because he can play good. He always just plays pretty good.
he'll have like one or two games where he's like genuinely elite, and then he'll have like a 4 or 5
He's
interception
never
game.
that bad. Like I feel like because of the 30-30 season, we're like
That
that's
was
not that
impressive.
that's not that bad.
Yeah,
Like there's so many worse. Like I would rather have him play than Trevor Lawrence.
that's bold.
I think Trevor Lawrence sucks.
The Jags also just
I'd
genuinely.
rather like how does Justin Fields have a job in you know
That's
Jameis
that's a
Winston
very good
backing up
question.
Jackson.
Any Browns quarterback too.
Yeah, I mean, well no, Flacco's better. Flacco's good.
Yeah.
Like okay, but if you're Pittsburgh, wouldn't you, I don't know how we're doing football now. We've pivoted. I'm just excited for that.
It's
My
opening
last
night.
point. My last point is that if I'm Pittsburgh, I would much rather have Jameis play than Aaron Rodgers. Like the
You'd get the same production and you'd be having more fun.
you would be having insanely more amounts of fun.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin will de-age 5 years if he has Winston. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Back to baseball here. Walker Buehler has signed a minor league contract with the Philadelphia
Cares.
Phillies. Quickly, this was very quickly he found a new team. Like,
Yeah,
I
we'll
genuinely
see.
thought this was going to be one of those guys. He's not seeing
Who pitches more innings for the Phillies next year, Painter or Bueller? Fun game. This should be a
Painter.
fun game. Painter or Bueller?
Painter. Bueller's contract's probably done at the end of the year. Like,
But what if they like what they see?
they're not going to like what they see.
That's so negative. You don't know that. Maybe there's a
He
small.
was he was so bad
No,
this year. He
Bueller
got.
does fucking suck, but like you're being negative about it.
I was being negative, but like,
That's my job.
okay.
What's a
What are we going to see from
outlook?
him next year?
What's a positive outlook, Keenan?
He will pitch an MLB game next year. Not for the Philadelphia Phillies. He will pitch in the MLB next year.
As a starter or reliever?
He'll start games for a bottom 5, bottom 10 team. That's
You know,
a big
you
game.
know who just makes so much sense for him?
Colorado.
No, the Athletics. Because
Yeah.
they need to play pitcher roulette next year. It's my favorite part of the offseason is just which random number 4 or 5 starting pitcher are the Athletics going to sign 4 of? Like Bueller fits that mold. He fits the dice roll Athletics mold, and you know what? It's kind of worth
Dude,
it.
they got to get ready for Vegas. They got to gamble on some of these pitchers.
Now, oh, look at Keenan gambling reference. Good job, Keenan. Like that. Good Vegas pun.
Yeah. Harry Ford. We've talked about him extensively. I think this is the prospect we've talked the most about in the 2 years we've been recording.
Yeah. And he was
And
2 years
he's-
ago.
Yeah, we like every year we're like, is he gonna get called up to Double A? No. Is he gonna get called up to Triple A? No. He's gotten called up to the major leagues this year. The Seattle Mariners finally gave him the call, and deservedly so.
Been ripping it up in AAA this year.
He was.
But I mean, he's
Deserved.
British, so are we really rooting for him?
Yeah, he was born in America. He's just British-ish.
Wow, British-ish. Great job there. Where's he gonna play?
Hasn't had in the bat. Yeah.
Where's he
no.
gonna play? Has that been announced yet? Is he gonna be playing catcher? Like,
He hasn't played yet. Like he's just sat on the bench. He got called
I
up.
know, but when he plays, where is he gonna play?
He'll catch. Here's the thing. They down the stretch, they're gonna want to keep Riley's bat in the lineup, but you're gonna want to give him a bit of rest from behind the plate. You want those home runs.
True, but would you trust him to catch this pitching staff when you need to win games? It's weird integrating a catcher this late into the season.
It is.
I just don't
Did he-
understand. Like, what's he gonna do while he's up here?
I wonder if he took any first base reps in AAA.
Why not? I mean,
Like that would work. Naylor DHs most of the time, anyways.
Naylor's a speed demon, though. He can play outfield.
Yeah, apparently.
Have you like 20 stolen bases this year? He's so
Yeah.
It's so funny watching him run because he looks like a drugged bison, but my God, it's incredible stuff he's doing.
Well, every video is like he doesn't have good speed. Like he's still like slow percentage wise. Like to whatever advanced
People just don't
analytics they
think
follow.
about him. He's a sleeper. He's a dark horse.
He just sneaks over to second base.
He's just a sneaky boy. Probably great at hide and seek.
He's stolen 14 bases since going to the Mariners. 35 games, 14 stolen bases.
That's got to like lead the league or something since he's gone over there. That's it's insane. Like what kind of that's like a 50 stolen base season pace.
Yeah.
What if he does this shit in the playoffs?
Just could you imagine?
It'd be fucking hilarious. It would be amazing. It'd be like Josh Naylor's slash line today.
It would
for
be
four,
like
double,
an
a
important
single.
extra inning situation too.
Oh,
And Josh Naylor's stealing a base.
it would also be really funny if when he stole, he got thrown up by like 3 feet. That would also be objectively hilarious.
It would be. It would be hilarious if he steals a base. It would also be hilarious if he gets thrown out.
Either way, we're here for it.
Yeah. Roman Anthony, injured oblique, will miss 4 to 6 weeks. This is a blow for the Boston Red Sox. He's basically done for the rest of the regular season. You hope you get him back at some point in the playoffs. He was having an amazing rookie season, signed that contract that we talked about. Big part of the reason they have been red hot lately. Just an awful time.
Yeah, unfortunate timing for him because now the Red Sox have slipped to third in the American League East, so they need all the help they can get. But he'll be back. He's a young kid, made of rubber. He'll be fine.
Yeah, just unfortunate timing. You never want anyone.
timing. Really unfortunate timing.
Very unfortunate. You don't want anyone hurt in September.
Yeah, it'd be horrible if a Jays division rival player got hurt in September.
Right? I forgot.
You never want it to happen, but if it's going to happen, happen now.
What's going on with the Blue Jays, though?
Blue Jays, much like most of the division leaders, don't really seem to want to pull away. They
They don't
just
want it.
the bullpen's a complete fucking disaster. The offense is booming until they're not. But the big story is Jeff Hoffman. I'm done with Hoffman. He's a competitor. Like he's really really tough, but there's just so many blow up games. Like he's got 7 blown saves I think this year. And it's just
A lot of home runs.
the long ball's killing the guy. Like
Yeah.
the long ball's killing him. He's worked the ERA I think below 5 now. I think he's got it under 5. Not a
Yeah.
stat you want to say about your closer.
No. Yeah,
Not
4.85.
yeah,
That's
not
still
good.
way too high.
He's been horrible. Yeah, just way too many blowups. And Brandon Little stinks. Like teams have realized, yeah, like Brandon Little's stuff, incredible. Break, spin rate, disgusting. It's too good because he can't locate it. So, teams have just realized we can just not swing the bat. We're going to be fine. We're going to really favorable counts. I still like my idea from a month ago. Convert Scherzer and put him in the bullpen. It's so radical and crazy, it just might work. Because I would want Barrios. Look, if your 1, 2, 3 is Bieber, Barrios, and Gossman, that's fucking rock solid. Gossman and Barrios are both gamers. They're both risers. Whereas there is nobody else on the Blue Jay staff I trust with an inning more than Max Scherzer in the playoffs. As an uber competitive individual, his arm is in great shape right now. Use it, maximize it, throw him back-to-back days. He's fine, and he's a complete lunatic. Can you imagine this guy running out in the 9th inning? I can't. I'm terrified of it.
Yeah, that.
If you do that, Anthony Volpe will shit down his leg like he has most of the season when a ground ball.
Even if you're not playing the Yankees.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, you've seen the movie Moneyball. Best quote of the movie is when Hatterberg is there and David Justice goes, like, what's your biggest fear? And he goes, a ball being hit in my general direction. That's the entire Yankees defense, but especially Anthony Volpe.
They're just catching a stray.
Guy hates a ground ball being hit to him. Hates a ground ball in his direction. He hates
Just sitting there. Please don't hit it to me. Please don't hit it to me.
Yeah, he's like a really shitty kid in like right field who like can't catch a fly ball. He's like, please don't hit it to me.
Yeah, the only problem is he's the shortstop. So we'll say coach's kid. He's getting the coach's kid treatment.
Is he Aaron Boone's son? Do we know that?
Boone said there's no world where he goes back to AAA, so there's a good
Treat him
chance.
like a son. He's like a son to Aaron Boone. Okay.
Yeah. Clearly.
And talking about the Yankees and Jays have a 3-game series coming up. I believe it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Biggest series of the season so far.
Yeah, the
Easily.
Jays are 3 games above New York as of the time of this recording Thursday night. So you have a chance. You take 2 out of 3 here. You get in a big statement because you're going to be in New York. You can really take the wind out of the Yankees' sails. And I would really look on the Jays starting pitching to get back on track here. Because they simply put, the starters need to rise to the occasion, right?
Yeah.
Like that's where we are. You're going with Gausman, Scherzer, and Bassett. All 3 of those guys need to turn in quality starts. You need to give this bullpen time to recoup and get their shit together internally.
You need to win Friday as well. The Yankees played tonight. They're traveling from Houston back to New York.
The Yankees have had a lot of mental baggage these past couple of days too, because of the Chisholm getting called out on strikes, which actually was a strike,
and then getting rage baited on Twitter immediately.
Yeah, but it feels like they're just exhausted from the past 2 seasons of this crap. I think
every week it's something new with the team, though.
Well, it's because their manager appears on John Boy every week to discuss all of their subsequent fuck ups.
Yeah, it's always the umpire's fault too.
That's what I've noticed. Look, as someone who hates personal accountability, you just need to take it sometimes.
It's the umpire's fault. Devin Williams walked 3 batters last night, and Camilo Duvall.
Remember how confident the Yankees were that, like, man, we got Devin Williams. Oh, we got Devin Williams. Like,
they've switched up so much. We changed the beard rule for this guy.
Yeah, so fast. But look, I don't want to do the ESPN, this guy's got to step up segment. But the Blue Jays starting rotation needs to step up this weekend. Okay, this guy needs to step up. So I don't want to sound too much like Stephen A. But the Jays rotation needs to step up. The bats be consistent, but they're booming right now. They're not the damn issue. It was good against the Reds, except for the blow up game, which there's just too many of those. So
yeah,
Right now, I think if you're the Jays, the good news is the Red Sox and Yankees are being just as skittish as you are. But if you struggle in this Yankee series, all your hard work can be erased very quickly.
Yeah, you do have the one thing going for them. They're not going to get swept. Obviously, I don't see a
Knock on
sweep.
you. Why would you say that? Like,
I'm
what's
knocking on wood.
I'm knocking on wood too, but like,
I'm
first
knocking
of all,
on wood.
I would never say that about the Braves. One, I don't care if the Braves get swept or not. 'Cause they're not playing relevant. They haven't played relevant baseball since July. So
They haven't played relevant baseball since last year. You got 3 games. You've taken the season series from them already. You got that going into this. You know you can beat the Yankees.
oh, anybody can beat the Yankees if you watch them
Anyone
play.
can beat the Yankees. The Yankees lose to themselves most nights.
Yeah, just and I think that's the message is, guys, let's not beat ourselves this game. Just put the ball in play, and the Jays don't
Yeah.
strike out, so they put the
Just like
ball in
that,
play.
I
Why?
think it was Canada Day, that Canada Day series. Put the ball in play. The Yankees made like
Seriously,
11 errors that series.
and the Jays strike out less than any team in the league, I think, or they're
Yeah.
close to it.
You
So
put the ball in
just
play, good
the
things happen,
exactly.
especially against the New York
And the
Yankees.
Jays are kind of the antithesis of the Yankees. Not a huge power team, but a hard hit ball team. Very good defensively, anchored by veteran pitching. So I'm looking forward to this series. I think Toronto's going to turn up. At least two or three, maybe. Yeah, they're going to sweep them.
All right. I like it.
They're going to sweep them.
Let's move into our pitching matchups.
I don't want to talk about last week.
We'll talk about it quickly. I got the win. Tarek Skubal, 7 shutout innings. Michael Waka, 4 earned and 4 and 2/3. What happened with your guys there?
Well, look, so I chose Canadian rookie Jonah Tong pitching for the Mets. He went 5 innings, 4 runs, but only one of them was earned. 6 Ks, Blake Snell, Cy Young stat line. The issue is the asshole pitcher for the Marlins by the name of Yuri Perez did not make it out of the first, gave up 5 earned runs, didn't strike anybody out, walked 2. Just really a disaster for a guy who has nasty stuff and had been pitching pretty well up until the point this season. Why did the Mets choose that day to score 19 runs?
Yeah.
Baseball is weird. Weird
Baseball is
fucking
weird.
game. That's why they play 162 of them.
Yeah.
Keenan's now taking the lead in our series. He's up 8-7. However, it will quickly be 8-8 after he watches the masterclass that is Chris Bassett and Max Fried pitching on Sunday.
All right. Yeah, that could happen, but I'm following in your footsteps here. Going Mets rookie making his debut, Brandon Sproat, going against Hunter Green. We know what Green can do. He'll give you 6 solid. That's also on Sunday. That's going to come down to Brandon Sproat. Yours is going to come down to Chris Bassett. We know what
If
the
you
other two
follow
guys
my
do.
lead, then Hunter Green's not going to make it out of the first inning because you're taking a Mets rookie pitcher.
Yeah,
Debut
you're right.
what- you you watched me fuck up, and you're like, I'm going to do exactly the same thing.
It wasn't the Mets pitcher that was the problem, though.
Yeah, I know.
That's all. That's all I've got going
I,
for me.
I said last week it's going to come down to Tong. I wasn't worried about Perez.
I'm not worried about. Yeah, okay.
Again, look, you are in the exact same spot that I am, and you're saying the same things I
am.
said,
I
and you're
am.
convincing yourself that it's not a risk.
You know, should we just go into the divisions now?
Yeah, we can go to the. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, okay.
This
Let's
is
move
fine.
past that. Yeah.
We will start with the best division in baseball, the American League East, with the Toronto Blue Jays currently leading 81-59. That is a 3-game lead over the Yankees, 78-62, who have played some pretty good baseball lately. If they're not making a massive amount of headlines, that 3-game series we talked about is probably the series to be watching. The Jays are away in New York with a chance to steal some momentum. The Red Sox, 78-63, playing okay. They got a series against Arizona coming up. Losing Anthony's going to hurt, and it's weird timing for the Bregman news, so we'll see how that affects the clubhouse of young players. But we'll see. They're still pushing. They're still holding on to that wild card spot, so good for them. The Rays, 7 in a row, right back into wild card contention. Who saw this coming? Junior Caminero hit his 40th home run of the season. Very sneaky 40-homer season by him.
Yeah.
The Orioles, who gives a fuck? They're blast 64-76. Done.
So they just
They were
swept the
done 3
Padres,
months
though.
Huh?
They just swept the Padres. Plain spoiler. If
Yeah,
you're
well,
out of it in September, why
they-
not just play spoiler?
That would have eliminated the Padres if the Dodgers didn't get swept by the Pirates.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody wants to win.
No one
No
wants
good
to win.
team wants to win right now. No good team. It's really weird.
Yeah.
How fun.
The
What did you-
Junior Caminero thing, I did not see that coming into this year.
Really? I did.
A 40 home run season
No,
from Caminero?
I thought he was getting like 25.
Yeah, I was like, maybe he could do 30, and he's just like post home run derby. This guy's just turned it on.
Yeah, he has been just ripping out. But do you want to do something fun, Keenan? Look at his home and road splits and tell me if you think this is
I saw that. It's like his home splits are amazing, road splits are awful, but he still has like 20 home runs on the road
yeah.
somehow.
So he's just not as consistent.
Because I saw a bunch of people complain like this is the worst 40 home run season. Look at his road. He still has 20 road home runs.
Yeah,
Complain
dude,
about the slash lanes
you're
all you want,
using
but he still
critical
hits the
thinking
ball.
again. Stop it. Stop it. Stop using critical thinking. What suits a narrative?
I forgot. Sorry, I forgot what people on social media are like.
Never
This
let
was also a
facts,
John Boy post, so it's pissed off Yankee fans.
never let facts ruin a good narrative. I always say.
No, that's right. You're right. National League East. This division it's getting close to being done. The Philadelphia Phillies 81 and 59. They've got 6 games on the New York Mets who are 75 and 65. Still struggling on the road, 30 and 38 though, a little better than last week. Ideally you'd like that to be at 500. But what can you do at this point in the season? Miami 65 and 75, Atlanta 63 and 77. Surprisingly, only a negative 15 run differential for a bottom 5 team in the league. Shows you how unimportant that stat is. Washington 56 and 83.
Did you just make like a run difference? We've talked all year about how important run differential is.
Yeah, I know.
And Thopolis' whole philosophy is based around run differential. That's his
And the
entire
run differential is that of a team like a little under 500, and they're like 14 games under.
Yeah, because do you want to know why they're 14 games under 500, Keenan? Because they can't hit and pitch in the same game together.
Yeah.
That's why.
But it's one of those years.
Yeah, just one of those years where you finished 28 games below where you thought you would be. Just one of those years. And that's not an exaggeration either.
There was World Series expectations. I think we had them at like second or third in our power rankings before the year.
Did I have them that high?
I think we've got
We'll see. Whatever. Okay, moving on to the AL. The Detroit Tigers, 81 and 60. Still with the firm stranglehold, shout out to Ted Nugent, over the Kansas City Royals, who are 71 and 69. Very nice. The Cleveland Guardians, 69 wins. Very nice. 70 losses. Still somehow playing 500 ball pretty much. I don't get it. Stephen Vogt might just be a genius. The Twins, 62 and 78. We all knew they were frauds. And the White Sox, 53 and 88. Thank God for the Colorado Rockies.
5-game winning streak, though.
5-game winning streak. That is who can. I mean, they're like a bit late for that, but good for
For
them.
the White Sox, that's good.
Good for them. I think that also. Keenan, by the way, I'm pretty sure that 5-game winning streak followed a 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, their last 10 is 5 and 5.
So, I mean, that's.
I want to say one thing about the White Sox. Colson Montgomery's been amazing since getting called up.
Good for him.
I think we said this last year, like they're kind of coasting until he's called up and leads the charge of the rebuild.
The thing is, he's leading a charge as a lion with a bunch of paraplegic sheep behind him.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
That's how you start a rebuild, though.
With paraplegic sheep?
Maybe not paraplegic sheep, but it's not a herd of lions.
Okay, we gotta stop saying paraplegic sheep. I've said that too many times. Look. They need. The thing is, there's no young talent around him. There's no one we're saying in like 3 years. Wow, this guy could be really good. It's just Colson.
They got some decent prospects.
Not at the major league level playing meaningful play. Like that's the issue.
But they're not in that spot yet where they need guys playing meaningful.
They needed that this year, though. Like this year, they accomplished nothing. And when you accomplish nothing in professional sports, you regress because every other team is accomplishing something.
Yeah, they accomplished their one thing, which is just Montgomery breaking out.
And that they don't really even have a part to play in that. He's good no matter where he plays. Okay, he could have done this anywhere in the world.
It's one of those things. You just got. I think they got that weird ownership situation going on right now. You got to extend him. The new guy's coming in. You got to start out.
Colson Montgomery, 15 years, $250 million.
Yeah, just give him what he wants. Pay him what he wants. That's how you set the tone of the new ownership whenever they eventually take over.
Completely agree.
Sign the guy before the price is too high.
Yeah.
NL Central. Milwaukee Brewers 86 and 55, also 5 and 5 in their last 10. That's a trend for the division leaders right now. Chicago 80 and 60. They're kind of coasting right now, like a lot of teams. Cincinnati, unfortunately, the wheels are falling off for the Cincinnati Reds. We're said they're either gonna shoot way high and sneak into the wild card, or the wheels are gonna fall off. They're 70-70. The pitching was not there the past couple of games. The hitting
Running
hasn't
out of
been there
gas. They've run out of
beforehand.
gas.
They have
18
completely
killers out
run
of
out.
gas, pulled over from the side of the road getting passed.
Yeah,
Depressing. It's fucking depressing.
it's very depressing. This should have been the year they took that step, but you, even if they didn't make the playoffs, you want the record to be better.
They're
St.
better
Louis,
than a they're better than a 500 team.
they are. It's just ownership needs to put a little bit of money into this team. Things need to click together at the same time.
It's just frustrating.
Yeah,
It's just
I'll be
frustrating.
looking forward to year two under Terry Francona.
So will I.
St. Louis 70-71, and the Pittsburgh Pirates coming off a huge sweep of the Los Angeles Dodgers to get their home record to 42-30. They're 64-77 on the year. Their home record is almost as good as the playoff teams.
Better than some playoff teams.
Yeah.
Like, it's simply it's better. Like they're a very good home team.
It's a better home record than the Houston Astros.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they're just the worst offensive team in the league.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can say is they're the worst hitting team in the league, and they're 12 games above 500 at home. That's a testament to that pitching staff.
It really is. Only at home, though. In front of a
they can't
measly
do it at home, man.
5,000 people.
You know, yeah, it's. I mean, a guy died there. Keenan, show some respect.
I forgot about that.
What's funny about that?
I just forgot about that. That's it.
You're forgetful of a tragedy. This is a week before 9/11.
Okay.
This is a week
Get
before
off your
9/11. Don't forget. It's not funny.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget. Never forget.
Lest we forget.
Never forget. Speaking of never forgetting, I will never forget the Houston Astros cheating. However, they are still atop the American League West. Again, Keenan's laughing at a tragedy. They're 77-64, not playing like a team that wants to put the Mariners away, who are 3.5 games back at 73-67. Texas 72-69. Somehow in this wild card hunt, I don't know how they got back into this. The Angels are 66-74. Who gives a fuck? And the Athletics 64-77. They're playing each other. They're not going to really do anything, I would imagine. But yeah, we can talk about the wild card stuff after. Texas is kind of has a sneaky outside chance at this. It's really weird. I don't know why they aren't better.
Yeah. Well, same with the Mariners. Like I really wanted them to make the playoffs.
The
after
Mariners,
they went
it's
for
weird.
that
It's like a
deadline.
team where you're like, man, I really wouldn't want to play them, but when you play them, they don't actually play very well.
They're like, man, I wouldn't want to play me either. We suck.
Yeah. Yeah, like they just don't play well. They just don't play good
They
baseball.
just don't.
No, like that's the easiest way I can say it. Is there a good team who doesn't play good?
They've got. So the thing is with the Mariners, they've got a couple pieces there that could just carry them to enough victories.
Yeah, but like, what if they all played good baseball at the same time?
No, that's too much.
Fuck,
54%. That's all they
The
want.
ghost of Dipoto will haunt us forever.
He's not a ghost. He's still in charge.
Sad bastard. Actually, they're underperforming. They're at 52. They're at 54.
They bought at the deadline and they're underperforming. Depoto's pissed.
I just pray someone shows Jared Dipoto one of these clips one day. I just want to know what he thinks. Actually, I don't think he's capable of critical thought, so I don't care. Laugh at that. It's sad he can't develop a critical thought.
Just can't laugh at anything, hey?
Yeah, Keenan, welcome to the new world.
All right. NL West. Also a division no one wants to win. Dodgers 78-62. They've got 2 games on the San Diego Padres who are 76-64. 2-8 in their last 10. That's brutal. 4-game losing streak right now. San Fran, they've decided they're not out of it. They are out of it, but they're 71-69. Winners of 4 straight. Winners of 9 of their last 10. Arizona 70-71. Doing Diamondbacks things of just stealing a game from someone because they score 12 runs. And then Colorado, they're 39-101, first team to 100 losses. They're probably a game away from allowing the 900th run of their season.
1,000's up next, baby.
I'd love to see that happen. Just because. Like, just beat them while they're down. Like,
Okay. Speaking of speaking of teams being beaten, the Dodgers have a negative away record,
Yeah, wow.
and
So
they're
did the
playing the
Padres
yeah, they're playing the Orioles.
in Baltimore. Okay.
Ball who else? Which other Orioles would they be playing?
I wasn't sure if it was at home or on the road.
Oh, sorry, that's my fault. Yeah, in Baltimore. I thought you were like the Baltimore Orioles. I was like, no, the fucking Indianapolis Orioles. I'm very interested to see if they can get it together after getting swept by the Pirates. Can they now beat a good team on the road? I don't, or a bad team on the road. I just, I'm very interested to see if one of these teams is going to take charge because San Diego's playing Colorado. Those are free games, and they're still only two
Hopefully,
games back of the
hopefully
Dodgers.
free games.
So in a week we could see the Padres on top here. I don't know
I'd like to see that happen.
because I think if you're the Padres, you want to get the bats hot in cores, and then carry that over because the Jays had a similar thing too. So if you can get the hot bats rolling into October, I'd really like the Padres' chances against anyone.
Yeah, it's a great chance for them to get the bats hot down the stretch. They host Cincinnati right after, and then Colorado again. Like that is a 7 game run that a 7 game run, sorry, 10 game run. They should win 8 or 9. They're a playoff team playing 7 games against Colorado, 3 against the struggling Reds team.
Yeah.
You want to win 8 or 9 of those.
And again, not to do the ESPN. These are must-win games. They have to step up. But these are must-win games, and they do need to step up. Okay, the Padres have to step up. All right, they
They
need to
do.
win 8 of their next 10 games probably.
At
And
the same time, this is classic Padres, streaky.
yeah, but we thought we'd seen the last of it. But right,
We
just when
we
they're out, they
did.
pull us right back into it. And now, but the thing is, this is what makes it so exciting because we're anticipating a positive streak.
Yeah. You know what else is exciting? The American League wild card race.
Who would have thought that a week ago, hey? Who would have
We
thought
were
that?
so confident the playoffs were set. We literally listed out the best things for each team, why they can win it. Texas, Kansas City, and Tampa Bay have all decided they're not out of it.
No, Tampa has won 7 games in a row. They're only 2 games back of the Mariners. Kansas City just kind of refuses to go away as everybody else pisses their chances away. I mean,
Yeah.
the Mariners are on a 3 game losing streak. Texas has lost 2 in a row. Seattle right now is 73 and 67. A game and a half behind them is Texas at 72 and 69. Kansas City is 71 and 69, 2 games behind. And the Rays have shot right behind Kansas City. They are 71 and 69. Now, the very interesting thing is Texas has to play Houston coming up. That's a tough series. But Tampa is Cleveland and Kansas City is Minnesota. Those are very winnable games. Seattle's playing Atlanta, which on paper it doesn't seem hard, but they're on the road. Seattle doesn't have a great road record. Maybe Atlanta's trying to salvage some pride. So I think this series could be even closer going into midweek, and maybe next week when we're looking at this again, Seattle's not in that final wild card spot, which would have seemed inconceivable last week.
hmm Seattle still has 3 against Kansas City as well. Those are obviously
Those will
huge
be huge
games.
games. Huge games.
Yeah. Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay goes. They've got Cleveland, Chicago, White Sox, and then they go Cubs, Blue Jays, Red Sox.
Yeah, they have a tough end to their year. I
Yeah.
don't think they're really in it.
But I'm not going to count them out because of the
No,
Tampa
because
Bay
that's
Rays.
look where that's got us. Look at where we're
Do
counting.
not count out the Tampa Bay Rays. They're
True.
whatever. They're pulling off some devil magic
Just when you
down in
think they're out,
Florida.
they pull us right back in, Keenan. Just when you think they're out.
Now we're in. So they're what are they going to lose 7 straight now?
I wouldn't say that. I don't wish for negative things to happen.
Never. Not once.
Me?
You've
No, I mean,
never wished someone get hit by a car on this show?
who did I say that about? Was that
I think it was one. I think it might have been the Pirates owner, Bob Nutting.
And I stand by that. If you drive a city bus in Pittsburgh, start hunting that son of a bitch. Okay? And obviously, no critical injuries, but just give him a little bump.
Just a little bump.
And then just throw your head and say sup. And then watch him walk away like a coward.
Do you want to end on that?
Not really. I want to talk about the NL wildcard race.
Fair enough. There's not much going on there, but we
The
can
really hot in pursuit Giants and Reds 4 and 5 games back respectively. Although the Mets aren't exactly playing like a team, destined to win.
They're not, but their biggest threat are the San Francisco Giants and Cincinnati
Yeah,
Reds.
and they're gonna fade. And both teams are gonna fade.
The Reds are fading. The Giants,
Quick
we
resurgence before
know.
they fade again.
Yeah,
That's like the
Rafael
Giants.
Devers era San Francisco Giants are bad at
Yeah. For the
baseball.
Giants, this season's been like a night of drinking. Like starts out really good. You're like, wow, this is great. Big acquisition, round of shots. You think it's gonna go
Yeah.
great. You get Rafael Devers, you immediately fucking crash and hit the wall, worst night ever. But then it kind of wears off. You're coming back, and then
You have a
reality.
little food.
Yeah, exactly. Give it a donair, probably some poutine.
Yeah.
Then it's 4 a.m. and you're paying $60 for an Uber home. Okay, so that's
You've lost your phone.
I wouldn't.
Shit's
I don't
going
lose my
sideways.
phone. I'm responsible. I don't know what Keenan
I'm
does.
just saying that's how
True.
it ends. That's how the Giants
That's always
season
how
ends.
it ends. Yes, the Giants. And the big question is, do we trust Buster Posey going forward?
I think we talked about it. I think I said I'll give him the chance because I trust him to learn from his mistakes.
Very non-hot takey and very rational thought. I don't like it. Yeah, look, I just don't
Wait,
trust Buster
Fire
Posey.
him right now.
Buster Posey has to step up. Should we end it there?
We can end it there.
Oh, no, I want to end channeling one final thought. The Blue Jays will sweep the Yankees this coming weekend.
There we go. You heard it here first, folks. Blue Jays sweeping the Yankees. Buster Posey needs to step up. A lot of people need to step up.
There's a lot of must-win games, and a lot of people need to step up.
Believe it or not, September is the time for people to step up. Hottest take of the year here on the bench and the bleachers. Thank you all for tuning in. See you next week.